Hey guys, it's your boy CeeLo, not green, and today we did get a beta patch, just a pretty small one, nothing too crazy. We got some changes for Baptiste, Mercy, and Sojourn. So let's jump into the Mercy since I'm already on Mercy. Guardian Angel can now be cancelled using the crouch key. If this key is used to cancel the ability, Mercy will be launched high into the air. So instead of doing that classic Mercy e-girl jump, as I said the other day, instead you can hit shift and then you can just hit control, on PC at least, boop, and you just get that huge boost. So you can get some insane, and wow. So you can get some insane mobility from that. Even just, Mercy has so much more mobility now. Something interesting is that they do point out is that when you do it, you don't have to be literally next to the person to get that tech cancel anymore. You can do it literally anytime during Guardian Angel, even in the air, which you couldn't do with the regular tech. They say that you can still do the regular jump, but it really doesn't, considering you have to crouch and hit shift at the same time in order to even activate that tech. It's really not there anymore. But you can still hit shift and crouch to get that boost like that. Is that bigger than normal? Let's see. That seems pretty much the same. So this is a huge, honestly a huge buff to Mercy's mobility. It makes her even more escapable than she already is, and you don't have to really do that hard tech. Well, I say hard, it's really not that hard, but if you play Mercy, it's not that hard, but it's an interesting change overall. On to our boy Baptiste, a pretty big change to his burst, his regenerative burst, burst. So I'll take some damage as well. It might be a little bit hard to see with this, just because of the healing passive. So when you hit burst, it heals 50 instantly, and then it heals an extra 50 over time instead of it being a constant 100 over time. So it heals him for 50 and any teammates in the AoE with an instant 50 burst, and then it still heals at 50 over time. And also they note that it does not, it doesn't heal BAP twice, or a double, because I think regular before burst would heal him for 200 instead of 100. I feel like BAP is in kind of a tough spot, at least when I plant, like, because BAP really gets a lot of value out of his right click and how much healing he can do when people are grouped up. And in Overwatch 2, the gameplay style has really switched from being grouped up to more kind of being on your own, and hitting those right clicks on your team can be a little tough if you're not literally on top of them. I mean, he still has really good DPS if you can master him, but with less tanks and less shields to shoot, overall his DPS is a little bit lower just on average. So having him have better healing is kind of nice. I mean, I still feel like Lamp needs a bit of a look, but I feel like this is a decent way to get BAP some sort of value now before they end up reworking Lamp at some point. I imagine they would. I can't really imagine them not, but who knows. I like this change. It gives BAP a better way to, you know, feel impactful suddenly. I mean, at the same time, you can also use Lamp to feel impact instantly, but it's fine. Just gives them better healing overall. I feel like a good way to counteract this is to give Lamp less uptime, just because you can save somebody just with the burst. I don't know. It'll be a work in progress. Like I said in my video yesterday, I'd like them kind of going in, changing a lot of stuff, making it really powerful first, and then kind of toning it back, just so we can kind of see how it works, what doesn't work, and then we can kind of adjust it from there. And the last change is Sojourn. Fortunately, we didn't get that Moira change. I think they're going to probably save that for the next beta when either a new support hero comes out, or, you know, they have more time to really kind of implement what they want with more, quote, utility. So we'll see when that happens. But with Sojourn, her primary fire has increased, like the rate of fire has increased. And because of that, her ammo is a little bit higher. It used to be 40, now it's 45, and obviously that hasn't been updated on her model, but that's fine. It'll change that. And because of that, her railgun has a little bit more uptime, just simply by putting out more damage. It does feel a little bit better, actually. Just because Sojourn's primary fire is a little tough to get, like, super good value out of if you can't really hit some of those shots. So having it move a little bit faster. I don't know if the projectile... I don't think the projectiles move any faster. I think it's just the speed at which they come out. So you can kind of just put more general damage out. And because of that, her ultimate uptime is quicker. She gets her ult faster. I feel like Sojourn is... I mean, she's gotten nothing but flat buffs since she's come out. Or since the beta came out. They increased her slide... Or they decreased her slide duration. They made the hitbox for the railgun bigger. Now they give her more ammo and her rate of fire is increased. So Sojourn is... Yeah. I feel like when she came out, it's tough because, like, in the alpha, you literally have top 500 streamers. You have Overwatch League pros playing her, and at some point they're going to say she's too strong just because the sheer value they can get from her just because they're much better than the average person, and then the average person plays and she's not as easy as watching someone like Leave. I saw a clip of the Overwatch League player Leave play Sojourn, and he was just absolutely pounding. So this gives Sojourn a little bit more DPS overall, lets her get more value from her primary fire instead of just being a right-click bot. But yeah, overall, pretty, I would say minor changes, nothing game-changing. It's just Sojourn might get a little bit more play. Something interesting about Sojourn too is I feel like I haven't seen a ton of people playing Sojourn. Like, people are more interested in just like playing regular Overwatch. I don't know how her pick rate is. I want to know that overall, just because it feels like I haven't seen that many Sojourns in games. But either way, just 3 changes to some characters, some quality of life changes. I feel like BAP, I don't know about how I feel about that one. They haven't changed the headshot markers to be red, which makes me sad. Oh well. Maybe eventually they'll do that. But anyway, that's it for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed or learned something new. Subscribe and ring the bell icon if you want to see more from me and to get notified when I upload next. And leave a comment below how you feel about some of these changes. Mainly, I really want to hear about what you think about the BAP change, because I feel like that could be a very interesting change that could have some major effects on some of the meta and how much BAP is played, because I don't think BAP gets a ton of playtime currently. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.